When you put your heart and soul into any shoot as a photographer, one of the most important things is execution. And when you create images that are well beyond what your expectations were, that's not a good day, that's a great day. After years of being so frustrated of trying to work around the elements, work around the drum kit, try to shoot around cymbal stands and posts and pipes, it was my mission to say to myself, I need to get a camera closer to that drum kit. I need to either have stage access to shoot the drummer, or I need to be able to get a camera up there remotely so I can get a good, great, clean hero image of a drummer. I got involved with Tommy Lee and Motley Crue in this particular shoot and project through Live Nation and a gentleman named Dave Gutkenecht. I got an email from Dave talking about how he's got a promotion going with Kiss and Motley Crue on this tour, and that Nikki Sixx is an amazing photographer and a big Nikon fan. And in the email, he wrote to me about Tommy Lee's exotic drum kit. It's a roller coaster drum kit. It's a kit that will actually roll upside down on this circular roller coaster track setup that was like nothing else I've ever seen. One of the more important things I did for researching this project was go right online to YouTube, following some links to Tommy Lee's roller coaster drum kit to see how this all went down, to see how this worked, to get a good idea of where I may want to set cameras and how I may want to shoot. I wanted to set up what I call the hero remote for Tommy to make a beautiful image of him, a good clean image of him that's not obstructed by anything and kind of comes from the front and sees a little bit of the foreground with a 16mm fisheye, but creates a nice open view of Tommy. The second remote that we set up was a remote on the actual roller coaster kit from below. I wanted to give the viewer a sense of how big this roller coaster setup was, and with a wide angle from below and Tommy playing up on the top of that roller coaster kit, I wanted them to see how amazing this setup was. After placing two solid remotes that we knew we could bank on, then we had a third camera that we just started walking around the drum kit with. And that's where I went to stage right, which would be Tommy's right side, and placed another remote that was purposely behind Tommy looking out towards the audience. When I thought about the image that I wanted, and I knew that the audience needed to be a part of this image, I had to set a camera that was a little bit further back, even at the risk of not seeing Tommy's face completely, but knowing that I had at least one shot covered from behind. There were so many images that came back, it was amazing. Right away you could see that we had so many hero shots, we had all the angles covered, some really magnificent work. I was overwhelmed by how much we had. If there was one image that truly demonstrated what we set out to do, it was an image of Tommy Lee when he took on a second rider through a contest, a young lady with long red hair, and we have a nice shot of them upside down with the woman's hair hanging down, and by luck, the audience is perfectly lit. And you see Tommy playing, you see a lot of energy, you see that they're upside down, and that's what we set out to do. That was the image that we wanted to create, and that's the image that we were proud to send along as the signature image for this shoot.